Waking up multiple times in the middle of the night with an urgent need to pee, only for a weak, frustrating trickle to come out, is a nightmare that millions of American men face daily. Clinically known as nocturia, this is one of the most agonizing lower urinary tract symptoms, or LUTs, caused by a condition called benign prostatic hyperplasia, commonly referred to as BPH. According to data from the American Urological Association, a massive percentage of men here in the US over the age of 50 are silently dealing with this pelvic pain and poor bladder control. To understand how to fix this, we have to look at the anatomy. The prostate is a small, walnut-sized gland that sits directly underneath your bladder, wrapping tightly around the urethra, the tube that carries urine out of your body. When hormonal imbalances occur within the body, specifically a toxic buildup of anabolic growth hormones like insulin, estrogen, and dihydrotestosterone, or DHT, this little gland begins to swell and expand. As it grows, it clamps down on the urethra like a vice grip. This severe pressure prevents urine from passing through normally, causing liquid to back up and become trapped inside your bladder. Over time, your bladder walls lose their tone and become weaker, which is why you might feel the need to strain or push just to start a stream. But the root cause is not just age, it is what you are putting on your plate. Medical science has revealed that certain everyday foods are acting as hormonal triggers, hyperstimulating the prostate tissue and significantly raising the risk of prostatitis, severe infections, and even prostate cancer. If you want to shrink your prostate and reclaim your urinary flow, you must eliminate these hidden dietary dangers immediately. Starting with a staple found in almost every American refrigerator: commercial dairy. If you are experiencing poor bladder control, it is critical that you completely cut out dairy products like milk, cheese, butter, yogurt, and heavy cream from your diet. While dairy can be nutritious for someone without prostate issues, commercial cow and goat milk contain naturally occurring anabolic growth hormones, specifically prolactin and insulin-like growth factor 1, clinically known as IGF-1. In nature, these hormones are perfectly designed to help an infant animal grow rapidly. However, in an adult human male, high circulating levels of IGF-1 act as a powerful catalyst for cellular proliferation in the prostate gland. It severely irritates the tissue, causing the gland to rapidly swell and place debilitating pressure on your urethra. Try eliminating all dairy for just 1 to 2 weeks, and watch how quickly your urinary symptoms begin to improve. Now this brings us to a much more insidious, hidden danger, sitting right in your pantry: industrial vegetable oils, often referred to as seed oils. Think of the highly processed, genetically modified cooking oils like soybean, corn, cottonseed, canola, grapeseed, and rice bran oil. Contrary to their healthy-sounding names, these oils are heavily refined and ubiquitous in fast food, store-bought salad dressings, coffee creamers, and deep-fried meats. These industrialized oils are absolutely loaded with highly unstable, inflammatory omega-6 fatty acids. When consumed, they trigger massive systemic inflammation throughout your body, aggressively targeting your prostate gland and, most importantly, your hepatocytes, which are your liver cells. Your liver is the ultimate metabolic filter, responsible for breaking down and clearing out excess hormones that your body no longer needs. But when you poison and weaken your liver with these toxic refined seed oils, it loses its ability to filter your blood effectively. Consequently, dangerous hormones like estrogen and insulin begin to build up in your bloodstream, directly signaling your prostate to grow larger. Before we move on to the next major culprit, if you are finding this health breakdown helpful so far, hit that subscribe button so you never miss our latest longevity and men's health updates. To protect your liver and your prostate, Immediately swap out inflammatory seed oils for healthy anti-inflammatory fats like extra virgin olive oil, cold-pressed avocado oil, and organic raw coconut oil. You should also flood your system with omega-3 fatty acids by eating wild-caught salmon, sardines, and pasture-raised eggs to counteract the oxidative damage caused by years of omega-6 consumption. Here is where it gets incredibly interesting as we look at the third major trigger: refined sugar and starches. The standard American diet is packed with fruit juices, pastries, breads, cereals, and sodas. Whenever you consume these refined carbohydrates, your body rapidly converts them into glucose, flooding your bloodstream. To prevent a dangerous spike in blood sugar, your pancreas pumps out massive amounts of insulin to shuttle the glucose into your cells for energy. The clinical problem occurs when you eat sugar continuously, leading to a state medically known as hyperinsulinemia, where insulin levels remain chronically elevated. Insulin is a highly potent anabolic growth hormone. When it saturates your tissues, it literally forces your prostate gland to expand at an unnatural rate. Furthermore, the sheer volume of sugar passing through your kidneys acts as a diuretic, pulling water with it and severely exacerbating your need to urinate constantly, especially ruining your sleep at night. To stop this, dramatically reduce your carbohydrate intake and implement a strict cutoff time, like stopping all food consumption by 7 in the evening. This simple habit allows your blood sugar and insulin levels to stabilize overnight, meaning you will produce less urine and finally achieve deep, uninterrupted sleep. This metabolic damage is closely tied to the fourth danger: unfermented soy. Even if you avoid soybean oil, cheap soy protein isolates are stealthily added to diet shakes, vegan meat patties, protein bars, and processed meats. These heavily processed soy powders cause massive unnatural insulin spikes in the body, which drastically worsens benign prostatic hyperplasia and lower urinary tract symptoms. Beyond the severe insulin spikes, unfermented soy is a known endocrine disruptor. It artificially elevates your estrogen levels, shifting the delicate balance of testosterone and estrogen in a way that directly stimulates prostate enlargement. Most commercial soy grown in the US is genetically modified and heavily saturated with chemical pesticides, herbicides, and insecticides, which further disrupt your delicate hormonal pathways. Additionally, raw or unfermented soy is incredibly rich in phytic acid. This organic compound acts as a brutal anti-nutrient in your gut, effectively binding to minerals and completely blocking your body's ability to absorb vital nutrients like zinc. Zinc is the single most critical mineral required by the male body for normal, healthy prostate function and testosterone production. If you are struggling with any pelvic pain or weak urine flow, you must eradicate all unfermented soy from your diet completely. If you enjoy soy, only consume organic, heavily fermented versions like natto, miso, or authentic tempeh, because the microbial fermentation process destroys the phytic acid and neutralizes the harmful endocrine-disrupting effects. Next on the list of everyday toxins is alcohol. Medically speaking, alcohol is a cellular solvent that actively damages and destroys your liver cells. As we established, a compromised liver cannot clear out excess hormones, resulting in elevated systemic estrogen and insulin. Alcohol also spikes your blood pressure and weakens your arterial walls, reducing crucial blood flow to the pelvic region. Beer is incredibly estrogenic due to the hops, making it one of the worst beverages for prostate health. Instead of an evening alcoholic drink, pour yourself a glass of naturally fermented kombucha tea. Kombucha is packed with probiotics that support your gut microbiome, assisting your body in eliminating toxins and stimulating bile production to keep your liver functioning optimally. This natural detoxification keeps your hormones balanced and your prostate from swelling. The sixth and final dietary hazard you must eliminate is processed meats. Foods like hot dogs, salami, canned meats, pepperoni, and conventional deli ham are a toxic cocktail for your glandular health. These factory-farmed meats are heavily processed and pumped full of chemical preservatives, artificial nitrates, dextrose, hidden sugars, soy proteins, and inflammatory vegetable oils. According to extensive clinical research, consuming processed meats drastically increases your risk of severe cellular mutations and cancer. This is because the chemical processing induces massive oxidative stress and cellular damage, leading to the formation of advanced glycation end products, clinically referred to as AGs. These sticky, dysfunctional proteins literally clog up your delicate arteries, cause microscopic blood clots, and severely restrict healthy blood flow and oxygen delivery to your prostate gland. By continuously damaging your liver and restricting circulation, processed meats make existing prostate problems exponentially worse. To heal, you must transition to high-quality meats from local organic farms. Ensure your meat is 100% grass-fed and grass-finished, which guarantees the livestock were not pumped full of artificial growth hormones or fed genetically modified soy and corn. Grass-fed beef, and especially organ meats like beef liver, are nutritional powerhouses loaded with highly bioavailable zinc, heme iron, and vital amino acids that actively support prostate tissue repair and the healthy production of seminal fluid. Now, if your prostate is already swollen, simply avoiding these toxic foods is only half the battle. You need to take proactive steps to actively shrink the enlarged tissue back down to its normal size. To do this, we are going to use a highly effective targeted approach, starting with the easiest, most enjoyable daily habits that yield massive results. First, start snacking on a small handful of raw pumpkin seeds every single day. These tiny seeds are nature's ultimate prostate medicine. Pumpkin seeds are packed with highly bioavailable zinc, vitamin E, and powerful plant compounds called phytosterols. Medical studies show these specific phytosterols work synergistically within your body to actively block the enzymatic conversion of testosterone into the harmful DHT that heavily swells your gland, naturally reducing your prostate size. Next, add a simple, soothing drink to your daily routine by brewing a cup of stinging nettle root tea or taking a high-quality 120 mg stinging nettle extract 3 times a day. Clinically, stinging nettle root acts as a profound natural anti-inflammatory within the pelvic region. It helps to drastically relax the urinary tract muscles and actively prevents the dangerous systemic buildup of excess estrogen and DHT, allowing you to easily empty your bladder with a strong, uninterrupted stream. You should also start incorporating more cooked organic tomatoes into your meals, as they are bursting with lycopene, a potent antioxidant specifically clinically proven to target, protect, and shrink prostate tissue. Combine this with a daily salad loaded with organic cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, arugula, kale, collard greens, or radishes. These specific vegetables contain incredible phytochemicals known as sulforaphane and diindolyl methane, or DM. DIM is a powerhouse compound that acts as a profound liver detoxifier, literally forcing your hepatic system to flush out the exact excess estrogen and anabolic hormones that are causing your prostate to grow. Of course, to make these nutritional remedies work, you must eliminate the dairy, seed oils, and processed sugars we discussed. And if you are a smoker, you must quit immediately, as smoking severely injures your vascular system and starves the prostate of oxygen. Once you have these simple, highly effective daily dietary additions locked in, you can start tackling the more powerful, advanced lifestyle changes to bulletproof your hormonal health. If you are carrying excess visceral fat around your belly region, or if you consume alcohol regularly, it is highly likely that you are dealing with a fatty liver. This compromised liver state is the ultimate driver of hormonal chaos and systemic inflammation. To combat this from the inside out, introduce high-intensity interval training, or HIIT, into your weekly routine. Just 10 to 15 minutes of explosive high-intensity exercise twice a week has been scientifically shown to dramatically boost your natural, healthy testosterone levels. This rapid physiological shift helps to suppress and reduce the other, more dangerous anabolic hormones, like DHT, estrogen, and insulin. Intense exercise also rapidly burns off excess glucose in your blood, immediately lowering the very hyperinsulinemia that is contributing to your prostate inflammation. Finally, the absolute most powerful lifestyle tool for shrinking an enlarged prostate and completely clearing out a fatty liver is intermittent fasting. By compressing your daily eating into a strict 4 to 8 hour window and fasting for the remaining 16 to 20 hours, you create a profound metabolic shift. Fasting allows your insulin levels to plummet to their absolute baseline, effectively starving the swollen prostate cells of the excessive growth hormone they rely on to expand, while simultaneously triggering your body to burn the toxic fat clogging your liver. By combining these satisfying, easy dietary additions with powerful fasting protocols, you can completely take back control of your body, shrink your prostate naturally, and finally experience a full, restful night of uninterrupted sleep. But the truth is, healing your cellular biology takes time. And if you are agonizing over poor bladder control and waking up constantly right now, you need immediate relief. Now that you know the hidden dietary signs of damage, you need to know exactly what to do tonight to flush your system before your head hits the pillow. That is why you need to watch this video next. Drink this 2 hours before bed to empty your bladder completely. Prostate Shrinker. It will shock you how fast it works. Stay healthy, and I will see you there.